anyway, so Marjorie Taylor Greene,
our friend.
Well, you know that the Democrats did a, well, I'll read it. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, Republican of Georgia, has filed a resolution that will censor Representative Rashida, I can't never say her name, Tlaib from Detroit, Michigan, over her, that's the black girl, over her criticism of Israel, accusing her of recently inciting an insurrection in the House office building. Let me see if that's her. Is that the black girl? Because a name like Rashida. Oh, no, that's the girl. That's the Palestinian. You thought it was the black girl. It's the Palestinian.
Well, she's been speaking like that since she got in office. She's
been
trying to preach about what's going on in the
Now, this came after the Democrats did a resolution to censor Marjorie Taylor Greene. If y'all go and look it up, I had a whole video on it, but we're not on Streamlabs. So basically, they pretty much outlined all the outrageous things that Marjorie Taylor Greene has said against everybody.
Right.
From gays, blacks, Jews.
She's made dumb comments about Jews.
Everybody.
Who is she to talk about anybody else?
Everybody. And they're horrible.
Yeah.
They're horrible
Not good
things.
Comments. Yeah.
So she decided that, well, since you guys are going to do one against me, I'm going to do a resolution to silence Rashida.
Tit for tat.
So the measure would ensure that Rashida anti-Semitic activity, sympathizing with terrorist organizations and leading an insurrection at the United States Capitol complex, Greene said Thursday morning in remarks on the House floor. Greene has described a rally on October 18th at the Capitol calling for ceasefire in Israel-Hamas war as an insurrection. So she thinks their protest that they had at the Capitol is the same as the insurrection that was on January 6th.
Nothing was
where they kicked in the windows and crawled, kicked in the doors and crawled through the windows. That's such a moron.
And that's the thing that I don't understand is she's really reaching.
Yes.
Because we've never had that January 6th incident happen on our Capitol building. So they were the first to actually mark it as an insurrection.
Yes.
Why would that's the benchmark of anything.
But she's saying this is the same.
No, it's not. She even made that comment about that black guy that was, what's his name, that other representative that she
said was,
she makes
you mean Mr. Fire Marshal Bill?
Yeah.
The one that pulled the fire alarm. He getting ready to face charges for that.
Oh my God.
He's now called Fire Marshal Bill.
Who put her in that position? It's time we sit these people down.
They're not. Her people gonna keep voting for her. I told you it's about maybe 300 people with one tooth. And they all vote for her. They gonna keep voting for her.
There's so much going on in our country now, in other countries. We don't have time for little
circus. The Capitol Police said, to the best of our knowledge, this is their answer. Everyone went through security and entered the building the proper way.
Oh God.
They didn't kick the doors in and climb through the windows.
They didn't break windows. They didn't hurt a police officer.
They said the protest was loud and disruptive, but it wasn't comparable to the insurrection on January 6th.
Yeah, where some lives were taken.
You see how she's a moron?
Marjorie. And you know what is so funny?
And people support her.
She making Sarah Palin look smart.
Lenore, these people make Sarah. We thought Sarah Palin. We thought Sarah Palin was the worst of the worst.
Oh my goodness.
No, we thought Bush was the worst. We thought he was an idiot.
And that shoe been thrown at him. What was that in Iran or
somewhere? And then we saw Sarah Palin, and we said they couldn't get worse than this, could they?
No, they couldn't.
There is no longer. I will say this for the record: there is no longer a Republican Party.
They said it's two of them.
I don't believe
it's two Republican parties.
I believe the people who keep saying that they're Republican want to hold on to that title because they feel like their party has been taken over and they feel like some kind of way they're going to get it back. It's over.
It's three parties.
It's over.
I don't know. Maybe they should call themselves something else.
You need to come up with another name. You are no longer Anna. What's her name? That's on the View.
Yeah.
You are no longer the Republican Party. What is this?
A bad flood in Libya.
Oh, you talking about the flood, Mom?
Libya.
We was talking about a hurricane.
That's why I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
It was the flooding.
Oh yeah, that flood was horrible.
That movie,
yeah.
Libya.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
The water was that dam or something.
You're right.
I couldn't find it.
Yeah. In real life, the dam broke in Libya.
We have already named six countries
that
have had devastation.
Yeah, Libya was horrible.
And I'm thinking,
but Okay.
God,
But anyway, so what we were saying
back.
about Marjorie Taylor Greene, or the Republican Party, Anna, who's on The View,
and Alyssa,
she needs to give it up. She's no longer a Republican. She needs to call herself something, maybe United Republican or something. They need to add another word because you are no longer considered the Republican Party. Just what just happened with the Speaker of the House, you're no longer the Republican Party.
Why can't that party or that those thoughts be called something else? Because they don't follow.
Because they the majority. The majority wins. The majority is not Anna and them anymore. And the politicians who are like them are left. They're gone. Yeah. They're getting out of there. So you're no longer, in my opinion, you're no longer the Republican Party.
Maybe
you need to call yourself something else.
Maybe the Independent Party will rise.
Well, what's independent? What are you going? Which one party?
Because you got a little bit of both. You got a little bit of both. You don't have all the Democratic views.
Yeah.
You don't have all Republican views.
They need to be called like I don't know. Because then the Democrats have progressive Dems. Mm-hmm. What are the Republicans? That's the old ones. See, that's what I'm saying.
I guess it's like gladiator days. Win the crowd, win your freedom.
Trump has taken over the Republican Party.
Win the crowd,
win
your freedom.
So you guys are no longer in existence.
Like the gladiator. That's how countries are overthrown. The number, mass number, like Hamas, the mass number, or the strategic ones who got the control, like the guns and the weapons. Mm-hmm. Because I'm sure a lot of people are not thinking what Hamas thinks. That lives over there, right?
Oh yeah, the people that
because you think about apartheid and what the South Africa had to go through,
right? But they represent them.
There were a large number of blacks that lived there. So, you're thinking, how is that little group controlling these blacks?
So I was thinking about this today.
Lord help us.
That's why Trump has to be locked up. Because if they just let him go, the American people will vote for him. Not the majority of the Americans, but the people who vote. The majority of them will vote for him. The majority of the American people don't vote. So he don't represent the majority of the American people. But he probably would represent the majority of the American people that vote. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of black people ain't going to go out. They're not going to vote for Biden. They're just not going to vote. So he's not representing us. We're not going to vote. And then you got other people that's not going to vote. But the ones that show up and go out and vote, he represents them. So he could win. So my thing is, I was thinking about this today. They always feel like mega people and Republicans or whatever. I now say Republicans for mega. I'm not talking about Anna and them. When I say Republicans, I'm talking about mega.
You can't.
I have to because they've taken over the party.
No, you can't. They are still in that group, that little small percentage. Okay, all Republicans don't feel that.
So mega people, in my opinion, and I have to say Republicans because mega people and Republicans work hand in hand. That's why the Speaker of the House is who he is. That's why I don't care what Anna.
That's why you got to call him mega because there could be.
So what are the Republicans that vote for mega then?
There are people who probably have independent thoughts or democratic thoughts who are mega.
Go along with it.
Mega goes along with
the ones that voted for the Speaker of the House. If you vote for a mega person,
because their leader told them to.
No, the other Republicans, like what you saying,
they wanted to get this ball rolling. They didn't want to shut down the government anymore, so they just kind of got on the bandwagon.
So they always got on the bandwagon to impeach Biden. They got on the bandwagon to not call the January 6th people insurrections. That's what I'm saying. That, to me, it's
and you also talking about people that are in those positions to do the voting. There are people like Anna and Alyssa, a lot of people like them that are not in that position to vote.
So then I'll say then. Okay.
So how can you do that?
So what I'll do is, even though I don't know why you're taking up Republicans, because we're not.
No,
Republicans. But let's say.
No, I got Republican views.
I got it. Let's say.
Remember, you said we're not either party. We do take the strength from each one, even as an independent person.
So let's say I'll say Republican politicians.
Mm-hmm.
Since you're saying that people like Anna and them don't vote on things, the ones that are elected officials, the elected officials that are spineless in the Republican Party,
that's what they are.
To me, they are the same. Okay. So the elected officials, I thought about this and I said, they've always said that black people complain about the police being targeted by the police department and the FBI racial and all this other stuff. They said we was whining and we was complaining. Now they understand and agree. Not for us, but just for comb over. They still don't think we targeted and all of that, Black people, but they believe comb over is. He's targeted and he's, whatever. I believe that too. I believe he's targeted and they after him. Just like I believe the same thing that they've been doing for Black people.
Yeah. What's the big deal
now?
about
My
that,
thing is, I was going to say this today. Sometimes somebody got to be targeted. We got to get rid of somebody. Even though I don't like them targeting people, you ever have people that you don't like and you know what the system is and you don't care if the system is rigged against them because you don't like that person? It's like if it's somebody Black we don't like, we don't care the FBI and the police go kick their door in and arrest them. We care only for the Black people we like. I don't like if they go in and get Clarence Thomas because he's Black, who cares?
The thing that I don't like about our country, and you said the prayer the other day, is if my people who are called by my name would humble, humility. Our country is pride and hypocrisy.
That's always,
hypocrisy. Some of the very laws that we asked to put in place, the very amendments like the affirmative action and anything with you dealing with the race and to plant an even field. Now I see the nation, the white nation and people in this country, a lot of them are going back and using those same laws that we use to protect ourselves and to give us. So now you're targeted like we were. Like you said, the FBI targeted us, racial profiling.
So my thing is
the same laws and rules to now build you up.
So my thing is, even if it's if you're being targeted, if you didn't break the law, then you shouldn't really have nothing to worry about unless they make up something on you, which they do that too. But with comb over, they are targeting him, but he's actually breaking laws. So I don't care that they're targeting him. He can't be president. He's too dangerous. But if you leave it to the people, they'll probably vote for him.
But you're not saying nothing new.
No, I'm saying that I agree with him that he's being targeted.
Oh yeah.
But I think I don't care. I think he thinks people don't think he's being targeted.
How is our country?
But we don't care.
How is our country right now dealing with him and the knuckleheads that follow him different than the beginning of Hitler? How are we different? Are we the same? That's what scares me.
That's why I said I don't mind him being targeted, because if somebody would have targeted Hitler in the beginning, he would have been jailed and as a lunatic from the very beginning.
Is their government policy different than ours and how he got that powerful?
Well, we didn't have laws like that back then. But I'm saying
no, we do have laws.
No, back then with him, he was able to do a lot of stuff.
Why was he able to do that in Germany?
They didn't have those laws that they have now. It's in like Germany? Now you got now more laws in effect that kind of, even though people don't follow.
No, because
that kind of stop people from doing hate crimes.
No, you kind of hit the nail on the head when you said, let's just say for sake of argument, Pence did what Trump wanted him to do.
He would have been president.
That's probably what happened with Germany.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That's why they overtook something.
That's why I don't mind the FBI and everybody targeting him. Even though we all know they are. You have to be stupid to think they're not. They are. But I don't mind because he's dangerous. It's like some people are so dangerous. Yeah, we weaponize the police department and the FBI, which is what he's saying. He's saying you weaponized them against me. He's absolutely correct. But I don't care.
But you got to remember the people that started following Hitler or Mussolini or what's his name in Uganda, they like that power.
They like Trump.
They like this.
Yeah, they love it.
He's untouchable.
They love it.
I like that.
They like somebody.
And they're following it.
They're
flowing with it. They're almost like zombies.
And it can't be because of the stuff that he wants to do. Because some of the stuff he wants to do, you can get that in another Republican that's running. You can get somebody to ban abortion. You got 5 of them on stage that'll do that. Pence is number 1. DeSantis is he'll do that. So it's not the Republican ideas that they want from him.
Right.
They want him.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't mind.
That's scary.
That's scary. That's
that
why
man
I don't
can care less about this country.
That's why I don't mind that the FBI and them are being weaponized to get him, because I think he is that dangerous, and I think they know that. They see it. I don't want to say nothing, but y'all know back in the 60s, everybody was being assassinated. Martin Luther King, they saw him. You got too much power. Kennedy. We gotta weaponize against you to get rid of you. All of them.
Kennedy, they was even thinking.
Malcolm X, all of them. Robert Kennedy, John Kennedy, all of them. Even Reagan, all of them. Boom, boom, boom. We got to get rid of you. Weaponize to go after them. I feel the same thing is happening with Trump, but this time I don't mind, because he's a nut job. I don't like when they weaponize against somebody who's not a nut job, who's just speaking the truth. But some people would say if you allow them to weaponize,
what is your plan?
I know. Some people would say if you allow them to weaponize against him, then they can do that against anybody. Somebody said he has dementia. Yeah, he does. He keeps thinking he's running against Obama.
God, I sit here and I pray. When I pray, I say, God, what is going on?
What's the plan?
What you are the plan, Holy Spirit. What is going on? Are you allowing things to happen? He's exposing a lot of stuff. Expose some stuff?
He's exposing.
Or you have a time when you're going to go, poop. Yeah. I have to sit you down now.
I got to shut it down.
God is in control, and I know he is. He has the heart of the king is in his hands. So how you would move with Pharaoh, how you move with Nebuchadnezzar, all the kings, there's something going on in your plan with this Trump thing. Oh,
Emerald says, I think that it has been overly obvious that he has been getting away with a lot of immoral things. It's at the point of saying, when is he finally going to be held accountable? That's what I'm saying.
I don't even know if man can do that.
You couldn't weaponize the FBI and all of them against him if he wasn't doing these things that was wrong.
I don't even know. God,
they would have to make up all the stuff. And he keeps coming out of the courtroom saying that things is made up, and it's not. Yeah. And the people listen to him.
They listen to him. That's why that man need to be saved. Seriously. Paul. I think about Paul. Paul was treacherous. I'm starting to read the story of Paul, and I'm like, my eyes are opening as I'm reading about that. Y'all read about that man before his Damascus Road experience.
He was a hooligan.
The heart of the king is in his God's hands.
Paul was he would kill babies.
He was anything that was anything Christ related. So I'm thinking
he felt like you were going to tear down their religion. And that you were he was after you people. Were horrible, and that you were spreading lies, and you were probably the devil.
And people were following him. People listened to Paul. Go get them, lock them up, kill them, hurt them. Paul was like, and then when God's like, I gotta get this heart. And then when
he got saved, they still followed him.
They still mess with him. He had to sit in jail for some time.
He got in trouble.
Which made him able to write letters, because God says, you got to reap what you sow, dude. You sowed a lot of bad seeds. God, what's your plan with Trump? Oh, please.
You don't think that when he go to jail, he ain't going to write letters and still be the same? Jesus. People still following him.
Oh, help us, Lord.
And him going to jail, y'all, not going to make no difference. They still going to follow him. But the difference is he won't be president. Right. That's what I want.
You won't have that control.
Yeah, I want him to sit in jail and write letters all day in his orange jumpsuit.
Well, he may be and the people will follow him. Bracelet, though.
Yeah, people will still follow him.
Yeah, they will.
But he won't be the president. Mm-hmm. That's my thing. So let's see.
Okay.
You always want to know who